Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pig's TED Talk on Magic the Gathering. Today we'll be going over something very fun, but I'd like to talk about a few things first. Magic the Gathering prices are high. Hold for effect. But do you know what else is more high? Me on life. See? I think it's funny. But today I have a very special guest. He is a great editor and a card store employee, a professional of all. His name is Ova.
Only technically professional, but
You, what?
nothing. I'm just
You want to tell us a little bit about yourself? Here, I even have a. This is what Ova does, guys. No, go on. It's
yes.
okay.
I'm Ova. I will be your GameStop employee for the day. Hopefully, I can help you find your cards and help them get graded. That is most of my job description. Totally. I spend a lot of time playing Pokemon cards, and I play Magic pretty casually, pretty up to date on things, mostly out of inability to avoid it, but unfortunately, everything is everywhere, and even if I didn't want the spoilers, they would be. But I play a little bit of Magic. I was brought in initially from just an old friend, and then I recently got back into it a few years back due to Universes Beyond, which seems like a topic we'll probably be going over today.
Yes. So as you hear, Ova here's a pro. Now, questions. We're gonna ask this expert Magic the Gathering player questions about Magic and his current, correct, objectively, opinion on Magic the Gathering.
Objectively correct. Okay. Oh, I can't
So,
have any bad takes now.
what do you think of the current state of Wizard of the Coast?
Um, money, money, money. I think your image very perfectly sums up what Wizards of the Coast looks like right now. I don't think it's necessarily Wizards' fault. I definitely know a lot of it comes from Hasbro, but yeah, they are pretty much just gold digging at this point.
Oh, yes. Could
This
you
year,
explain to people who don't know what Hasbro is, what it is?
Hasbro is
Not
the
naming
company
names.
that makes toys.
Oh, I didn't know that.
They are a they are a toy company. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I can fact check myself. Yeah, Hasbro's is the toy manufacturer. They make like all those figures and stuff. They make like all your like Play-Dohs. I think they make Play-Doh. Yeah, they have Nerf, My Little Ponies, Monopoly. Oh, I guess. Oh, yeah, they do have Play-Doh. And they also own Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering.
Ah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Hasbro is a really big company, and they are pretty to blame for a lot of the more universe beyond focused changes in Magic, at least from how I see it.
Hmm.
And I definitely have a lot of issues with Hasbro's, but Wizards of the Coast is unfortunately just suffering because of them.
Do you think there's been a big balancing issue because of it? With cards?
I don't think there's been a balancing issue necessarily. I think if we were getting the same amount of like real sets versus like in-universe sets, I think the balancing would be the same. Like, I don't know too much about Standard, but I have heard a lot about Vivi Cauldron. And I mean, it's only half of the combo that's a Universes Beyond card.
I don't know.
I don't
See,
think.
everyone to know,
I
I'm
don't.
not like crazy Magic the Gathering player. Okay, I only run Ristic Study. Okay, I'm just a filthy casual. I don't know what this cauldron is you're
It's not
talking about.
Cauldron. Vivi. One sec. Let me look it up. Vivi Cauldron. Vivi Cauldron. Agatha's Soul Cauldron. Yeah, Agatha's Soul Cauldron. I'm pretty sure is from a non-Universes Beyond set, but I could be wrong.
Hmm. Well, not for us, but for you guys, it's on the screen that y'all can see it right now.
Yep.
So y'all can see what
Wild
it does.
Veildrain.
I have no idea what it is. What does it do? Is there some
So
combo you can do with it?
yes, so you may spend mana as those who were mana of any color. I don't think that's part of it that matters. It's the tap effect, I believe. Agatha's exile target creature from graveyard. When a target creature is exiled this way, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. And I think this combos off with Vivi on its here. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a +1/+1 cauldron on Vivi. God, I really don't
I'll
understand
stick
Magic half
to
the time,
my
especially with Standard.
I'll stick to my carry and sack outlet with Phyrexian Altar and Poppet Stitcher Factory will help. Thank you very much.
Yeah, this is why I play Commander and not Standard, because I don't even understand to begin to understand this right now. But
Well, what I
essentially,
just said,
but
or
the Vivi, I get the Soul Cauldron
I don't
combo.
know.
It
Competitive is
works
too much.
somehow. Clearly, it does because it's like half the metagame at least. But I don't think it's necessarily a balancing issue because of the fact that Universes Beyond is a thing. I think we get broken cards no matter what. I do think the reason they haven't banned Vivi Orniteer yet is because it's Universes Beyond, and nobody wants to piss off Square Enix.
And what is Square Enix? I don't know this stuff. I should probably know it.
Square Enix is the video game company that owns Final Fantasy,
Oh, okay.
and they are known for being a very difficult company to work with.
I actually really like the Final Fantasy. I'm not gonna go into it just yet because that's kind of coming up in later question. Because I have a later questions on about Universe. Right now, it's mostly just Secret Lair and their business and how they're working right now. I think financially they are doing better, and I do think they're bringing more players in. The problem
Oh
is,
yeah,
I think all those players are not there for the foundations of Magic. They're there for the universes beyond, and that's why they're also making so many more universes beyond sets. And I think it's oversaturating Magic. You know, you're gonna have one person playing Liliana and another person playing Woody from Toy Story. It just doesn't make sense. Which, I mean, I'm fine with it. Everyone who loves Magic should play anything they want and anything they enjoy. I don't think anything's against that. Build whatever deck you want, play whatever you want. I just think it's a little crazy that we're at that point to where there's that type of stuff in the decks because of Secret Lair greed. But I don't think Magic's dying. I don't think it's anything like that. Actually, I think Magic might be more popular than ever.
yeah. I don't know. I think Secret Layers and Universes Beyonds are just like two separate issues in themselves. But I do think we have a lot more Universes Beyond sets because they've been making so much money. But I don't think that necessarily goes with new players being brought into the game. Like, yeah, that's part of it,
Well,
but
look at the
with
Spider-Man
new.
set.
Well, yeah, but I think most of it is with big IPs. There's a lot of people trying to collect the cards to be able to resell. We're kind of in a phase of all Pokemon cards where packs aren't allowed to exist without being purchased
That's true.
because people try to flip them, resell them, scalp them. It's a lot more prominent to like scalp cards in Pokemon, at least
Listen,
right now.
as a professional
But
card collector, you don't have the Soul Stone, do you?
no,
I don't think so. I have the Soul
my
Stone.
my Deadpool would really like to snap the Infinity Gauntlet.
Oh, we'll see him
Whatever.
later.
But I definitely do think universes beyonds have gotten a lot more prominent, especially after Final Fantasy, given the records that Final Fantasy broke on its release. Final Fantasy TG set record. Like, how much did
No,
it
my more
make? It
question is
was.
more, do you think Secret Layers would be at its financial success and the point it is right now without all this kind of oversaturation that they're doing currently with cards? Also, do
I
you
think. It would,
think they're creating cards too powerful with each set and it's kind of turning over the game?
I mean, I think cards are getting more powerful, but also most of Commander is old, generically powerful cards. Like you have to get good cards throughout every set for the game to remain interesting. If it
That's
was the
true.
same 20 cards that stayed broken, the game just wouldn't be interesting anymore. I think they're designing cards as similarly or in the same vein as they used to, but the reason behind not banning broken cards, I think, is definitely tied to the fact that they're with a different company, different IP, and Wizards doesn't own them.
Have you
So as far as
seen
balancing, oops, sorry.
the firebending from the Avatar
No, I
set?
have not.
So
I haven't read the
basically,
things.
it's like this. There's an ability now called Firebending, and I'm pretty sure if that creature has Firebending 4, it attacks, it creates 4 red mana, or land, when it
Okay.
attacks.
Firebending, whatever this creature.
Now, there's
Huh.
creatures that have it to where they do not lose any unspent land. And that's like Ozai, Roku, all these fire leaders. So I think Red is going to have a really good time with Land Ramp.
Yeah, I mean, it gives Red something that it hasn't been able to do.
Well, it's always had
It
what's it
hasn't
called?
actually had too much ramp,
What
has
is it?
it?
Where all the lands are tapped, it plays it for each land tapped. You get 1/1 red.
I'm not 100% sure, but if it's just like one card, I don't think it's too big of an issue. Like, yeah, the card might be good, but you could say that about any card that comes out that's good in a set. Like a Vendo from Edge of Eternity reprinted a broken effect. I mean, once again, I don't know how good any of this stuff is in standard or modern or anything like that, given I play exclusively Commander. But there's broken cards in every set, even the non-Universe Beyond ones. Unless you're Duskmourn, but that set was a mistake altogether.
Mm. I never really
Yeah,
got
kind
too
of
much in Duskmourn. It was Mana Geyser, by the way. That's what I was thinking of.
Mana Geyser.
It adds red land to your mana pool for each tapped land your opponents control, which I
Each
actually
tapped
think
land
is.
your opponent's control.
Yep. So imagine you're in a
Oh,
pod, you're sitting there, you're
yeah, I was
last,
gonna say
everyone
that's
else is
good in
tapped out.
Commander, but
Yeah. Well,
anything
I
like
play strictly Commander. I don't play anything else.
yeah, I don't either. So
What do you mean? You're the
I,
professional here. We'll get into the next question here. No, move on from that. It's a little spicy, if I do say so myself. Secret
all
layers.
right. Secret layers. Oh God,
Oh yeah.
no, my boy.
Anyways, as I was saying, secret layers. What is your thoughts on the mass amount of recent secret layer alerts and so many releases? They're releasing all the time. Usually a special layer used to take forever to release, and now it feels like we get one every week or every month. We just get 60. And we get so
I am
many secret layer just alerts.
I am okay with the amount of secret layers we get
Even the
because every
Furbies.
secret layer, well, just because I think it's stupid doesn't mean other people won't enjoy it. But just because secret layers are like an acquired taste. Some of them are just reprints of cards in different art styles. I think secret layers quantity isn't the issue. I think it's how secret layers work. Because if secret layers worked normally, the amount of quantity wouldn't be so bad because it's like whoever likes said series can get said cards.
To me, it's mostly the
But
scalping too with the prices. You can't even get
yeah,
online and actually buy
that's
it. I was able to actually get a purchase of the Kratos God of War recently, but it was an hour and 30-minute wait, and a
yup.
lot of stuff was already sold out. I was lucky, and I
I
mean,
was
it's
in one of the
crazy how
last
people
10.
were able to.
Yeah, I was in one of the last few waves of people to be able to get the Deadpool, which is the only one I waited for. But that's the problem I have with Secret Layers is how Hasbro sells them. Because instead of doing a business model like with U2s, where they'll put up a poll, you'll be able to purchase your item, and then they make as many items as have been sold. Secret Layers likes to use scarcity as a way to sell product. They try to use the fact that, hey, this is going to go away in 10 hours if you don't buy it now
I think
in order to sell product. And I think that is incredibly unhealthy for any kind of game to have. The fact that they're
that's.
using FOMO is the only issue I have with Secret Layers as a whole.
I think bots are a big problem too. They'll just sit there. They'll have their bots set up that'll automatically just go in there and buy it for them, so they don't even gotta do anything.
Yep.
Meanwhile, we gotta fight them, fight the
But
power
if you
just to
don't
get
have
in.
the scarcity, if you don't put that scarcity limit on it and you just print as many cards
Well,
as are
I think the whole
purchased,
thing is because of
scalpers get nothing
scalpers at the
now.
same time, though. If there was no scalpers, none of this would be a problem. Honestly, I think all chart cards would be so much cheaper if it weren't for scalpers.
I mean, yeah, but you can't change that. You can only hope the company does something to change that. And there's a pretty simple change you can do. Just print product supply to demand
To be fair,
instead of
I think it's
making
easier to get
demand
magic
supply.
cards than it is Pokemon.
Oh yeah, 1000%. Like that's just an objective fact.
Uh,
Unfortunately, Pokemon cards is in a lot worse state than Magic is, but Secret Lists are directly built to go off of that hype that Pokemon creates for
I want to
cards.
say I like secret layers. I do. I think also they recently are printing a new demonic tutor, so that's pretty funny in one
Yeah,
of their
secret layers are
sets.
sick. They're a great way to get cool cards with cool
I
arts, but
recently got the trick-or-treating one with Wilt Helt and all those other commanders. By the way, guys,
oh
Wilt Helt,
nice.
the Rock Cleaver, is my favorite commander in Magic, so I may bring him up a lot. I'm a filthy Demir.
Demir.
But yeah, no, Secret Lairs, it's just it has a lot of problems with that stuff, and I wish they're how do you think they could fix it?
Simple. They just make it so they print cards to how many are sold. Nobody can scalp because if they print as many cards as people order, nobody's going to secondary markets to buy the cards.
You don't have a problem with the mass like quantity they've been printing recently?
I mean, I don't have an issue with that if they just printed towards supply because who cares how many people bought the Furbies? If only 20 people bought the Furbies, only 20 Furby cards ever got created. But with how they do it now, if a secret lair doesn't sell, there's just hundreds of thousands of extra fact or fiction. Oh wait, sorry, Daily Bugle Spider-Man secret lairs, even though those probably sold too.
Well, I'm sure
But
all the
like the
Marvel
Play-Doh
stuff is
secret lair
gonna
probably didn't sell.
sell it. I mean, they made what a 7-year deal. Well, not Secret Lairs, but Wizards. They made a
Yeah, they
7-year
have a
deal with
lot of stuff
Marvel.
with Marvel.
I'm pretty sure we're gonna get one of each Infinity Stone, and then we're gonna get a whole Thanos set or something like that.
Yeah, but if card companies just printed more cards, it would be easier. But if secret lair specifically were just printed towards how many people buy them, there would basically be
Honestly,
no
I
issue.
wouldn't be surprised if they make every Infinity Stone and then they have a card that says if you have every Infinity Stone on the play, you win the game or something like that.
I mean, that's not crazy
No,
difficult
no,
to
I was
do
just
when you
saying
have
I could see
that
them making.
seed
Sorry, I'm
gauge.
straying from the topic, but I was just thinking about that as we were talking about the Marvel stuff.
Yeah, I could see it.
I mean, it started a long time ago. I mean, they used to have smaller stuff. Like I remember when they had the Walking Dead set come out. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, the Walking Dead
I
secret
think
lair was
Rick is
cool
actually
because
still a really good card to use even today for a commander at least.
yeah. What other secret lairs? Yeah, because all this stuff just says no longer available. It's not even because of the time limit. It's because they sold out. If there just wasn't a sellout limit, there would be no issue with scalping. And it's just so frustrating. It feels like such a simple fix, but this makes more money for Hasbro. So
Yeah, I mean, it's always going to be about money in the end,
yeah,
unfortunately.
and yeah,
So, what do you think is your favorite sticker of all time?
I think this is a pretty easy answer.
Oh yeah,
I love the Deadpool secret lair. I am a huge Deadpool fan.
I don't
I
think he
am
likes you
such a
too
Dead.
much, buddy.
I mean, I don't think so either, but that is a okay.
Look at him over there.
I don't need to look at him. He can be mad at me if he'd like, but only one of us can play cards. He doesn't have hands.
That's what you think.
But outside of like a Minecraft crossover or Doom, I think this is the single best secret lair I could get. It feels great for me because I'm a huge fan of it. My truck is named after Deadpool, and I will continue to love this character unless he does something horrible, which I'm sure he's already done.
Let's say he probably has. It's Deadpool. I will have to say my favorite is. Can you guess it?
Uh, is it the Wilhelm one?
Yes, it's Will Help the Rock Cleaver. I'm gonna try and put it up there for y'all to see it. It's a little Halloween guy. He's so cute. He's funny. He's just a silly little guy. Ignore what he does. I still think he's the best zombie commander. I know he's probably not anymore, but he was for a little bit, I think.
He probably still is pretty high up there. It'd be pretty hard for someone like him to fall
I'm
off.
currently trying to make a Scarab God deck.
I'm
Uh,
actually looking at the secret layers right now for the PlayStation. He's only the
yeah, I
samurai
got
and
the
one of the
Kratos
Kratos
one
ones sold out.
with the Greek Kratos one,
Mm,
where I'm pretty
that
sure
makes
only like
sense why
two of
that
those
one's sold
cards
out.
were like actually not reprints of other cards. That's my thing. I also don't like the reprints.
I think it's cool that they're adding new arts and new ways to get them. Like, imagine if they printed to supply to demand and had a reprinted demonic tutor.
That'd be
There's
cool.
now a budget way to get a game changer card and everything, and it's great. But unfortunately, since there's the time limit and FOMO, you're never seeing that demonic tutor because it's now more expensive than any of the other ones.
Okay. Let's get to the next slide. What? Let's get serious here now. Real serious question. The big bucks. Did you
Uh-huh.
see the video of where I don't know. There's a lot of videos out there, people talking about Magic the Gathering if they think it'd be popular without Universes Beyond. Do you think Magic would be as popular without it?
Mm, no, but I feel like nothing would be. Like Smash Bros is known for its crossovers. Without crossovers,
I don't
Smash
know.
Bros is
Sonic
just a
World
Nintendo
Racing kind
game.
of going crazy.
Sonic World Racing is absolutely insane.
Just
But
trying to do
I
a
don't know.
Joe Rogan bit here,
Objectively,
by the way.
oh,
He just sits there
I don't want
going,
to.
"All right, let's get serious. Did you see that video where that guy did the thing? Oh wait, do you think the?"
Nope. No, I did not.
And it just plays the
uh,
video over. I think it was funny, and my
it would have
opinion
been.
is factually correct.
I would agree with you. I'm okay with that. Um, I don't know. I think objectively, of course, Magic wouldn't be nearly as popular because when you have big IPs, you get a lot of players. It's pretty simple. Everybody has something they like in Magic, but unfortunately, that goes for any game. Like if Yu-Gi-Oh started doing Universes Beyond, Yu-Gi-Oh wouldn't be nearly as popular without it.
Yu-Gi-Oh isn't a game; it's a
It's a torture device. I
hellscape
get that, but
where you don't even get your turn and the enemy wins. They play Pot of Greed and Joey Wheeler comes out saying, "Hey, Yugi!" And then you die.
yeah,
And then they win with the power of friendship. I don't know. I don't know nothing about Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't like it. I like the anime, but my favorite anime is Sonic X, so what do I know? But I think
unfortunately, I do
Universes
not.
Beyond wouldn't be as popular without. I don't think Magic would be as popular without Universes Beyond. I also think that Magic the Gathering would still do more of its natural sets, but I think it would have more quality.
I
I
can
think the
see that.
quality would improve because
I
I
don't think
think
the
Universes
quality's so
Beyond
bad.
makes them lazy.
I could see it. I was about to say I don't think I've had an issue with the quality of a Magic set outside of the Spider-Man one, but I think it's
Yeah,
pretty objective that the
the
Spider-Man set's
Assassin's
kind of
Creed one.
terrible. Uh, yeah, I forgot about Assassin's Creed, and I think I tried to do that on purpose.
I think there's only like 110 cards in both of them. Or 100. There was not a lot of cards in the Assassin's Creed one or that. And
Yeah, I think
honestly,
Spider-Man
I
has a
think
lot
it was
more.
originally meant to be a special thing.
Yeah, it was
What's
originally
it
supposed
called?
to be an aftermath set,
Was
I
it?
believe.
I think that's what they were trying to do with Spider-Man too, but they decided, oh wait, we're gonna push it, and they pushed the release date and made it a full thing. And I think a lot of those cards they just made quickly because a lot of them are kind of just, oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that could be the case, but they've also had to make so many Marvel cards. I think at this point it's just getting drawn out with Marvel. I
So
don't
much
think the
thing.
card
Man,
creators are
they could.
nearly as
There's cool stuff in
inspired.
Spider-Man that isn't just
Soul Stone.
Spider-Man. I
Oh.
honestly, I didn't even know about all these multiverse Spider-Mans until they made the multiverse movie, Spider-Man into the multiverse or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, there's not too many Spider-Men. That's a lot of just like I think the set is entirely themed around being like the Spider-Verse films.
Listen, I can't wait for the day when we got the Batman Commander deck against the Spider-Man Commander deck versus the Joker Commander deck versus the Green
I
Goblin
would
Commander deck.
love it if
And
there was
then
some DC
Magic
in
the
this shit, but
Gathering just becomes Marvel versus DC, like everything else. And then Disney
I would
comes and buys them out, and they make a movie about it. And then they make a remake on the
uh,
movie.
Kill for
And then
Magic
they
the Gathering
animate the
TV.
movie as a live action, but it's not actually live action. It's just CGI, like The Lion King, and they make billions. But yeah, I don't know. I think Universes Beyond is getting a little out of control, especially with the amount of releases. I like more
Oh, I
of
would agree.
the in-world sets over Universes Beyond.
The fact that it's above 50% of the sets yearly that are universes beyond versus real sets is crazy.
I think one
That
of my
should not
favorite
be a thing.
sets, I think it's like a 60-40 right now. I think my favorite set this year was probably Foundations wasn't this year, was it?
No, Foundations was a few years back.
Uh,
Here, the sets this year were Aether Drift,
Markov?
Tarkir, Final Fantasy,
No,
Eternity.
Tarkov. I liked Tarkov.
Oh,
That's the dragon one,
Tarkir,
right?
yeah. Yeah, that's the dragon one.
I like that one. I almost went and bought a D&D collector booster box for $560.
Uh, all that 2025 Magic the Gathering
It
sets.
would have
Come
been
on.
cool, but I don't want to be broke.
That is true. Okay,
Like,
so
this is the
Innistrad Remastered
quality
in
with the money I
January,
have right
Aether
now.
Drift in
Imagine the quality if I had
February,
no money.
Tarkir in April, Final Fantasy in June, Edge of Eternities in August, Spider-Man in September, and Avatar will be
I'm
in
excited for the Avatar
November.
one, though. I've never played Final Fantasy, so I never really cared for that much. But,
Yeah, I played Cloud and
yeah,
Smash Brothers.
I played
Ugh,
Meta Knight, and I just
you
six
played
spammed.
Brawl. No, I don't know. I have not been a fan of a lot of the in-universe sets that they've been releasing. Like, I mean, I'm just not a fan of dragons, so Tarkir wasn't my cup of tea. I think Aether Drift was a pretty terrible set.
Yeah,
Inish Innistrad I don't remember because I don't think I was paying too much
I
attention at
loved
that point in
Innistrad.
time. But
Innistrad
I
got me into it,
loved.
but I got into the Innistrad 2021.
It,
Actually, no.
but
I
I
think I
loved.
bought an old Innistrad because I got whenever Will Help the Rock Cleaver came out, I got him from that Innistrad set.
Yeah, but I really, really did not like Aether Drift. But I was a huge fan of
I
Edge of
didn't like
Eternities.
Aether Drift earlier, but
I still
that's
buy an Edge. Is
because I am not big brain and I don't know how cargo room.
the card room? It's just dumb. They added cards to Magic. I don't like it. It doesn't feel that inspired.
Cargo
It feels
room.
somehow it feels more universes beyond than Final Fantasy.
Oh, I
But I
forget
still
that's an
use
actual inset.
yeah,
And then
that's an insta. It's pretty awful. And then 2024 looks so much worse too.
I think my favorite
Like
universes beyond is probably the Lord of the Rings.
I think it's Lord of the Rings, Fallout, or Warhammer, just because they stayed in Commander
The
decks and didn't
Fallout
do
one,
anything
though,
outside
yeah, I
of
was about to
that.
say, well, no, the Lord of the Rings didn't stay in Commander.
They oh yeah, it was a full set. That's right.
Yeah,
I think Lord of the Rings. The only reason people remember it fondly was because it was the first.
remember they had that whole thing with Post Malone winning it or buying it for $2 million.
Yeah, getting yeah, I remember that. But I genuinely think the only reason people think like Lord of the Rings is cool versus the rest of the universes beyond is just because it was the first before the
To be fair,
oversaturation.
I like that it actually fits in with magic.
I mean, I
The
think
theme of it, as like Lord of the Rings is kind of a dark fantasy in its own way, but it's still whimsical. It fits into the world of Magic the Gathering. It doesn't look out of place. You know, you have Sauron the Dark Lord next to someone else. It's not the Dark
I
Lord
mean
Sauron next to Spider-Man. It's the Dark Lord
on
next to
on that note,
Hespera,
I
the
would
Supreme
argue
Judge, or something like that.
Avatar. I would argue Avatar and Final Fantasy fit pretty well into Magic then too.
I don't think the Final Fantasy one was that bad. I
I
think
think
it was
Final
pretty
Fantasy.
good. A lot of people seem to like it. I have one friend that I play with at the shop that's making a whole deck out of it.
Yeah,
Actually,
Final
I
Fantasy is also just
recently
massively
just
popular
got
too.
a friend. I'm trying to get my friend into Magic. I got
You have a
them,
friend?
unfortunately. I got her a elf. It's an elf cleric. It's one of like the starter ones. I went out and bought the
Oh,
like the two starter decks. I got Carter the Doomscourge to play with her. and I showed her today
Nice.
actually how to play with it, and she really liked it and
Sweet.
got into it. So
I'm
I
looking at the
think Magic still has potential just with its normal sets alone without Universe
Oh, yeah.
Beyond.
It definitely
And I
does,
wish they
but
would lean on that instead of push it away and so far back because they'll lose people who were there originally from the start and loyal to them.
yeah, but that doesn't matter when Hasbro is selling this much gold in Final Fantasy stocks.
I guess that's true.
Also, to be fair, 2024 was a rough year for in-universe sets.
I don't even remember what came out in 2024. I wasn't really playing too much in 2024. I think, what, did the Lord of the Rings come out in 2024 or 2023?
No, it started with Ravnica Remastered, Murders of Karlov Manor, which might be
Oh,
one of the
that was
single
horrible.
worst sets.
I'm
Then
looking
it
at
went to
my play
Claw
booster right
Commander
now.
decks. Yep. Then we have Outlaws of Thunder Junction, which was also pretty awful. Modern Horizons 3,
I
and the
like
Modern
Modern
Horizons
Horizon.
set. I didn't mind it. I think people don't like it because they put a bunch of power crept cards into the sets, but
Yeah, I liked it. I actually like,
Assassin's
to
Creed,
be fair,
which
you know what?
yeah,
I will stand and defend Murders in Markov Manor. I don't think it's the worst set they've ever made. I don't think it's the worst set. I think they just tried something different. They tried doing a different theme, and it just didn't work out.
I
I
think out
liked
of everything
Surveil a
I've
lot.
seen, I think Surveil's cool, but I think out of every set I've seen, I think Aether Drift was worst, Thunder Junction is worse, and Murder of the Karlov Manor is the third
I
worst.
liked Investigate. I just think it's way too confusing.
I also just didn't think that I felt like the theme was just off. Like
But
if we were gonna
I
talk
think
about how
you can make a really cool Surveil deck. I really like actually playing with Marco the Obsessive Theorist.
I mean, yeah, you could it's definitely a fun set gameplay wise, but I just don't feel like the theme was at all with what Magic feels like. That's where some of the universes beyond stuff starts to feel more a part of Magic than some of their in-universe sets.
Hmm.
But they did end off with two bangers in Bloomsboro and Duskmorn. Duskmorn might not have had
Bloomburrows are
any
good.
good cards,
And let's end it on
but
a topic like that. Let's talk about the good of Magic. I think Bloomburrows was great. I loved it. I loved all the commanders. I
yeah,
think my
it's a
favorite's
great
the little
set.
stork because he has it where I can basically keep great copies of anything I cast.
I love Bloomsboro. It's just a really fun unthemed set.
They kept it to their branches, they didn't have a bunch of excess stuff. It was a
Yeah,
good set.
I liked that. I like Duskmorn. I love Edge of Eternity so much. It's I think my favorite set that I've been in
I don't
Magic
think I've
for.
ever opened an Its Fraternity.
It's so fun. It's just like a space theme, but also still Magic.
Oh,
Like
that's right.
nothing
They did.
feels
I think there's like a space clown or something like that. It's like a zombie space clown.
something like that.
I
Actually,
have
no,
seen some cards
I
with that.
think that's a I think that's a Final Fantasy card.
Well, I like it. So I think that's about all the questions I have for you today. It's just about all
Oh, all
that kind
right.
of and all that stuff. Any questions you have for me?
Not off the top of my head. I think all I have to ask is, well, I guess you already said Lord of the Rings, but what
To
is your
like
most
and subscribe.
anticipated?
I totally agree with you, Ova.
Yeah, I
Thank you for
agree.
watching,
Yeah.
everyone. I would like to thank you all for watching. Follow the script next time. Psst,
Sorry. I actually can't read. You're gonna have to spell this out for me a little bit better.
right there. Thank you all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed it and like and subscribe. And I will be putting Ofa's channel down below as well for y'all to check out if you'd like. He does
Yippee!
stuff, I guess.
I have not uploaded in a year, but I will be uploading in 2026. That's a maybe a promise. I said that in 2025, and it's now been a year.
This is why no one likes you.